Closing the case for the opposition, Mr. Abdullah Al-Andalusi.
Hello, greetings. I'm your friendly neighborhood Islamist. I was a bit late coming from London today, but you know, the queue of infidels to the head was rather longer than usual. Now, I guess getting into more salient points, we've heard this very interesting discussion. I think you can break it down to this. The people that came after me who were opposing the proposition, they were viewed as, or there's an allegation, these are not true Muslims, or they represent some fringe element of Islam. Well, I'm going to be a little controversial, and if anyone has seen me on video and so on, not crime watch. But the debates I've had, I've debated secularism, atheism, I have a penchant for political philosophy, and I am a convert to Islam from Portuguese descent. One contention, you shouldn't call it Islamic Spain, there is Portugal there too. Call it the Iberian Peninsula. Damn Spanish. Anyway. No offense. Or maybe some. Anyway. Now, essentially this, I believe in the Sharia. I believe in Orthodox Islam for 1,400 years. I believe in all the elements that that is unpopular that you've seen. But I'd like to explain that there is a big misunderstanding, and I'm going to be very antisocial, but I am an Islamist after all, and I'm going to have to not take people's points, because I've got a lot of things I want to refute, and basically the organisation I was part of does a lot of debating. I'd like to make on the point that in last year, December the 10th, my organisation invited Stephan Gash for a debate on Islamification of Britain, myth or reality. He pulled out a few days before that. No, sorry.
And not take a point of information.
You can just go afterwards, okay. Anyway, now he said, I want to ask the point he said at the beginning. He said that the West is summed up by democracy. So whatever the people choose is correct. So if the people choose to massacre a minority of their population, let's say the Jews, then it should be correct according to the criteria of Stephan Gash. No doubt perhaps this will allow him in the future to discharge some agendas that he might have against the Muslim population, another Semitic religion, which is with the same kind of law system. In fact, virtually an identical law system to the Jewish faith. Now, also, they said that so women only got the vote 100 years ago, while in Islam, 1,400 years ago, the Prophet Muhammad requested the Pledge of Allegiance from women and men, and that's in the text. Also, the other point is Saudi Arabia is an Islamic state. Are you kidding me? It is a monarchy, and as a monarchy, everyone knows that interest banking is forbidden in Islam, but yet Saudi Arabia has interest banking. It applies the Sharia for stealing on poor people, of which Islam says, and there is strict hadith on this, that if a person is poor, you can't punish them for stealing. It is the fault of the state, they should have provided. But in Saudi Arabia, they punish all the poor people, and the rich Saudi royal family go away for free. They don't get touched. They have legal immunity. That is not Islam. The only state that you can see which would be Islamic is a caliphate. The caliphate is the Islamic model. There is no caliphate for 80 years. So we can't say, which model of state is Islamic. And even the Shias believe in a caliphate state, although they have different criteria who can be that caliph. Iran is a model based on Plato's Republic, with the philosopher ruler, with Ayatollah Khomeini fancying himself as the philosopher who knows better, Wilayat al-Mutlaqah as they call it, and it also has the same structure as the British system with two houses of parliament and of course a supreme leader, although I don't think the Queen issues fatwas anymore. These are that Islam doesn't give Muslims rights. Well, I like to quote, let's deal in text. Let's not deal with what I say. And according to Stephan Gash, I'm a lying Muslim. So, I'm going to deal, yeah, there he goes. So, reminds me of that excerpt from the film Kingdom of Heaven. That's a Saracen, he lies. Anyway, the Prophet Muhammad said, in the book of Hadiths, he said that whoever oppresses a person who is under covenant, a non-Muslim, in living in Islamic state, or oppresses him, or imposes on him something more than he can afford, or humiliates him, or takes anything from him without his consent, I will oppose him on the Day of Judgment. The Prophet Muhammad also said that anyone that harms a dhimmi has harmed me. Yeah? And the word dhimmi means a person under contract. It is no different to the Rousseauian citizen contract, whereby the state is under contract with a citizen to provide minimum protection. Yeah? No, sorry. Now I'm totally happy to debate this entire subject on what the text actually says, including when the sacred months have passed, kill the infidels wherever you find them. Let's quote the entire surah. The entire surah says about those polytheists who were in an alliance, or not alliance, an agreement with the Muslims for a neutral non-aggression. They broke the agreement. So what did the Quran reveal? It said, when the months are over of this agreement, when it's over, then attack these people. But the Prophet Muhammad also said that you don't attack the women, the children, and the man who's tilling along. This is a text. I'm sorry, my friend. We live in a free state where you can express. Do not impinge upon my freedom to express myself. Okay. He says, why don't we see Muslims challenging these extremists that come on media, on TV and so on? We held a debate. We invited the BNP to criticize Islam on a public platform, much to the UAF's disgruntlement with this. And we begged all the media organizations, come see Muslims giving a free platform to the BNP, one of the most ardent detractors. Our most ardent detractors. Please. Please control it. Okay, I'm talking about the BNP.
Yes, we're talking about the BNP.
Anyway, we begged the BBC, Channel 4, we begged ITV, we begged every media outlet we could find to come cover this. We'll show you Muslims supporting free speech. It wasn't newsworthy, they said. Wasn't newsworthy. But Andrew Chowdhury spouts his mouth. Oh, suddenly they're at his front door. He's got MI5 on speed dial, according to what he admitted in public. Isn't it funny? MI5 are providing him protection. Why? Because he is the darling of the media. He gives a sensationalism that makes you want to buy a newspaper, a Daily Mail or the Sun or whatever. Right? And this is the problem, that we Muslims who did our best to try to display an action showing that we support open debate, which is an Islamic concept, by the way. This was not allowed to be shown by the media, and that's why you don't see Muslims opposing Andrew Chowdhury, because the media will not show you this to you. So,
Mr. Gash.
I'm talking about the BNP. Are you got conscious?
Yeah.
All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Gash. He has the floor. Please respect our rules. If not, we have to escort you out. Please, I understand. Everyone is gotten 10 minutes to speak. It is now Mr. Andalusi's chance to speak. He has 10 minutes to speak. Please respect that. I understand how you feel, but again, we run by rules. This is a debating society. Please adhere to the rules. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway.
It's Spanish. It's a racist. Get him out.
Threat to the West.
That's next week's debate. Anyway, now on to secularism. Is religion a threat to secularism? I'll tell you this. I think secularism does not...
Terrible!
Okay.
This is supposed to be a country of free speech.
Excuse me. We have rules. Mr. Gash was informed of those rules. We have to follow this. This is what democracy is about. This is what freedom is about. Mr. Al-Andalusi has the floor. He's entitled to complete his statement and to take any points of information that he deigns to accept or to reject. Please respect those rights. I know this is a contentious debate, but again, we're not going to finish this debate on time unless we adhere to these rules and respect one another. Mr. Andalusi, again, please continue.